Well, welcome back to Steve Rob Reviews. Today, I'm going to start on the garden shed again. I put this off last fall. The last thing I did was go out there and paint the whole surface. And now I'm ready to start building the walls. I got a big pile of lumber here. I got some couple of studs here. I'm going to show you what I do. I'm not too sure if anybody builds walls like I do, but you guys are going to get a good chuckle out of this at least. I got another jig set up over here because I'll show you the platform that I have out there. And for you guys that haven't seen this series yet, I'll put a link down below for the beginning of this series when I start making the platform and showing exactly how everything goes together. It might make more sense than just showing you what's going on here now. But yeah, you could follow along, and I'm going to show you how I build my walls. And you guys take a look and see it. I want to know if there's one person out there that does this like I do. So I'll show you what's going on, but first of all, I'll take everybody out in the backyard and I'll show you the platform. I did a couple other things already to it from the last time that you've seen it. I don't know if you can remember, it was from last year. So let's get to it. I'll take you outside right now. Okay, so here we are right here. It's quite windy out here today. I don't know how this is going to go over. But as you can see, I put some stone just around. I didn't go around the back there though. So here's the platform over the whole winter, so it lasted pretty good. And I just stuck these stones here in the front. And I got one missing right there, because that's where I'm going to put my hydro line in there for some lights. And I got that done there. So that's it right there. And I'm going to start construction. I always work clockwise. So I'll start here, make this wall here first. Then I'll do the back wall, then up here, and then the front the last. So let's get to it. Let's go back in the garage and I'll show you what I got planned. Well, here I'll just give you a little peek of this big load of lumber I got here. And that should get probably 3 walls and that's it. But here we got right here. Here's my first wall here, and it's going to be, this is an 8-foot stud. And guys, I don't know if any of you do this, but I have to mark everything as I go along, and every 16 inches I mark it here, and I mark it there, mark it there. Guys, I mark the whole thing like this, and then I have to mark this side here. And if you take a good look right there, that's where I'm going to have a stud go this way, and this is my end stud, same as on this side. And of course, I mark them all like this. And I find that that is the easiest way for me to do everything square. Because in my mind, everything just has to be square. And all I'm doing is using this, you know. And this is exactly 1.5 inches, the width of a stud. And what I've been doing over the years is I like to make sure that my studs are square. I don't want them crooked and everything else. And sometimes you don't have 4 hands, right? So when you got your stud up like this, at least you can look down and you can see if you're off or if you're in, or you know, and then you can straighten it out and then drive your nails in. Now it's not so easy to do if you don't have any markings. And that's what I do, guys. So I'll take you over to the table saw and I'll show you what's going on there. Well, here's my table saw, and all I did was just put a board on there, attach a couple of clamps, and then as I come along here, I get all the way over to my chop saw, and you can see every one of them has to be cut at 87 5/8, because you can see that deck out there has a 2x6, so I want to have my 4x8 sheet of finishing board on the outside of the building to come down. I don't want it just to leave that bare, so I'll be using 4 inches of the platform covered up, and so we're going up 87 5/8, and they're all 87 5/8. So if I bring my blade down here, you can see where that is just going to be sweet, and it'll cut every one the same. So I have to cut 9 for each one of an 8-foot wall. So this is going to come in good. I'll take you out in the driveway next and I'll show you how I hammer these together. Well, I don't do no hammering. I use the Bostitch air nailer. Well, there we go right there. I got them all lined up, and I got my jig in there. I don't know if you guys ever seen this jig before, but I built that over the winter time, and that's to hold the two end pieces nice and taut. And guys, I think this is a terrific idea, and it helps me out a lot. And if you see down the corner here, I'm working on uneven concrete, so usually I just put a couple of shims in there just to make it nice and level. And all I do is I just make sure it's level right straight across here, and it's flush on the end. And I take nail gun out, bang in the nails. Guys, this little jig right here, I should have made that years ago, especially when you're working by yourself. I know the professionals, they don't use this kind of stuff, but you know what? I'm not a professional. I'm just trying to do the best I can, and to tell you the truth, I think it's a good, easy fix, a nice little hack. If you guys want to know how to make one of them, I'll put a link down below for that too if you want, and this will help you out in the future. So let's start putting some nails in here and see how easy this is. Okay guys, let's fire them in. Away we go. Okay, I like to fire in 3 in each one. I'll get this all framed up, and then I'll show you when it's all done. I'm not going to bore you with using the nail gun and show you every board. Let's get to it. I'll show you when it's all done. Okay, well there we are guys. She's all done. I had to flip her over to put this board in here, and you'll see why I put that board in later. But yeah, this took me an hour guys. Like I say, I'm no professional framer, but I just banged it all in there. Guys, that was easy to do, and no time at all. Well, I hope you liked that guys. That's part 6 of the shed build. We're going to move on to part 7, and I'll put that section I've got up on there, and then I'll work on the back wall. So thanks for joining me here today. We're on to number 7 guys. Stay tuned. You guys take care. Come back again. If you haven't seen this channel before, well, you're welcome to subscribe. Cheers.